Hello friends and my dear students, today we are going to discuss design of machine element 2, which is there in the third year 6th semester BTech Mechanical Engineering curriculum of Rajasthan Technical University. So in this we have studied this unit 1, unit 2 and we are covering this unit number 5 where we have discussed about the design of gear tooth, Lewis equation, Buckingham's equation and bear and dynamic load consideration in the spur gear force and design of spur gear analysis. Okay, so today we are going to start the helical gears, and in continuation and due course of the time we will also discuss the bevel gear designing and bomb gear designing. So in this way we will try to cover the whole syllabus of this particular unit number 5. So after that we have also covered this bearing consideration, spring. So at the end we will try to cover this unit number 3, which is designing of IC engine component. Okay, so we are going to start today the designing of helical gears. So as you know that the basic difference between the spur gear and helical gear is the teeths are inclined. Okay, means in the helical gears teeths are cut in the form of a helix, okay, on the pitch of the cylinder, while on the spur gear all the teeths are cut on the parallel to the axis of shaft. Okay, so this is the basic difference between these two gears. Okay, and the terminology also you have seen in your previous either in theory of machines syllabus or maybe in the DME1. Okay, so I'm just recalling the important topics which you have to recall or which you have to revise it. Okay, as you already know that the normal pitch is equals to the pitch divided by cos psi, which is your angle of helix. Okay, this particular angle. Similarly, your normal module mn is equals to m cos phi or psi. Okay, where mn is normal module and m is transverse module. Okay, whatever it is given in the numerical, according to that you can calculate. Similarly, cos psi is equals to tan alpha n divided by tan alpha. Alpha n is your normal pressure angle and alpha is your transverse or simply you can say pressure angle. Okay, similarly you can also calculate the pitch circle diameter of this helical gear, which will be equals to zmn divided by cos psi, and you can also calculate the center distance between the two gears, or I will say gear and pinion, where z1 and z2 are the number of teeths. You can multiply it with the normal module divided by cos psi, that will be your one distance. Okay, or you can say if you will add these two distance, then you will get the total center distance between the helical gears. What is the speed ratio? It will be same as omega p by omega g, that will be equals to zg by zp, where p is for pinion and g is for gear. Now there is a concept of virtual number of teeth here in the helical gear. Okay, because the pitch cylinder of the helical gear is cut at a particular section which is normal to the tooth elements. So this particular consideration, or I will say this particular graphical representation, will force us to calculate this virtual number of teeth, or you will say this is a kind of formative gear you can see here. Okay, so in the calculation you have to consider virtual number of teeth, which will means you will also calculate your Lewis form factor or Lewis form factor value on the basis of virtual number of tooth instead of actual number of tooth. So if you know the actual number of tooth z, then you can directly divide it by cos cube psi, then you can get the value of your virtual number of tooth z here. Okay, now there are few tooth proportions, or I will say there are few tooth ratios which are already fixed for this particular helical gears. Okay, so in helical gear normal module should be selected on the standard values, which is 1, 1.25, 1.5 and so on. Okay, the standard proportion for the addendum and addendums are, for addendum it is mn, for addendum 1.25 m, clearance 2.25 m. You should not remember these values. These all values will be given in the design data book. You can directly refer those pages, so that whenever you in the exam you are solving the numericals related to the helical gears, you can directly recall this particular value. Okay, then this is the addendum circle diameter, then addendum circle diameter. Similarly you can calculate all these values. Okay, and what is the minimum phase width? Then you can say it should always be greater than pi mn by sin phi. This is minimum phase bit. There is a numerical you can see here. Try to solve out this numerical. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask. Okay, I am also showcasing you the answers of this particular numerical. This is just a basic revision of your helical gear basics, and in the upcoming session we will try to come up with force analysis of helical gears. Okay, so try to prepare this particular topic so that you should have the basic revision of this particular helical gear terminology. So these are the answers to try to prepare this particular numerical. We will come with the, in the next topic we will try to discuss the force analysis of helical gear. Thank you so much for your patience hearing. Do subscribe this Engineering College Banswara YouTube channel for more such updates about different branches of engineering like mechanical, civil, electrical and computer science. And if you have any kind of doubt, do comment in the comment box of this video, and do come for the next session of force analysis on helical gears in upcoming sessions. Okay, thank you so much.